Marina was always struck by the sincere bewilderment with which her mother-in-law, Lydia, would spread her hands and blink in confusion whenever the strained relationships in the family came up. In her own view of the world, she was a caring mother and almost a perfect woman, and the fact that her daughter-in-law kept her distance while her son had grown cold seemed to her an unfair mystery. "Why are they treating me like this?" Lydia liked to repeat, looking at others with the expression of someone deeply wronged. Marina and her husband, Alexei, lived in Prague. After their wedding, they moved into an apartment that had once belonged to Alexei's grandmother. After her death, the property was inherited in equal shares. Half went to Alexei, the other half to Lydia. At the same time, Lydia owned a two-room apartment in another part of the city, where she had lived for many years and had no intention of selling. Nevertheless, she did not give up her share of the inheritance, deciding that it might come in handy. From the very beginning, Lydia assured the young couple that there would be no problems with the apartment. She spoke gently, almost maternally, saying that Marina and Alexei could consider the place their own, that she would not interfere, and that she had no desire to control their everyday life. After all, she had her own home. Moreover, she occasionally mentioned in passing that when they had a child, she might gift her share to the future grandchild. All of this was presented as a mere formality, a matter of time, and a purely legal detail not worth worrying about. At the time, Marina believed her, largely because she still did not know her mother-in-law's true character very well. Alexei had no doubts at all. He never expected a trick from his mother and sincerely believed that she wished them only well. So they moved into the apartment, invested money in renovations, furnished the rooms, and gradually came to see the place as their home. The problems began suddenly. The first serious conflict arose over a trivial matter. Lydia did not like that the couple had replaced the kitchen furniture without consulting her. For the first time, her tone changed sharply. With a cold smile, she reminded them that half of the apartment belonged to her and that, if she wished, she could rent out one of the rooms to strangers or even sell her share altogether. Her words sounded like blackmail, quiet, poisonous, and carefully calculated. Marina and Alexei were stunned. They had not expected a blow from that direction and at first did not even know how to respond. The conversation quickly faded, the conflict seemed to be smoothed over, and the relationship temporarily stabilized. But the sense of unease never went away. From that day on, Lydia seemed to make a habit of reminding them at every opportunity about her share of the apartment and how easily she could make life difficult for her son and his wife. Gradually, the warm family atmosphere disappeared. Communication became formal and cautious, stripped of its former closeness. Marina grew disappointed in her mother-in-law and tried to avoid contact whenever possible. Alexei changed as well. Whereas he used to drop by his mother's place without a reason, help her around the house, or simply sit and chat over a cup of coffee, he now began avoiding her company, inventing excuses, and keeping their interactions to a minimum. Lydia, however, sincerely did not understand what was happening. When Marina did not invite her to her birthday, the mother-in-law called Alexei in tears, complaining that she was being pushed aside and unappreciated. She asked what she had done to deserve such treatment and insisted that she had never done anything wrong. Alexei tried to explain, but quickly realized that any words were useless. In her eyes, she was always right. Meanwhile, Marina and Alexei had plans for the near future. They were thinking about having a child and building a calm, stable adult life together. But the constant uncertainty surrounding the apartment and the fear of another round of blackmail forced them to start considering a mortgage. The thought that at any moment another idea might occur to Lydia, one capable of shattering their peace, would not let them rest. And Lydia continued to wonder why her son had become a stranger, and her daughter-in-law distant and cold, sincerely failing to see any connection between her own actions and their consequences.